Welcome back. Previously, we have started regression analysis, its methodological concept, and how to create two regression equations. So, let us deal with an application case. So, we'll get a clear picture regarding how to create two regression equations and how to find the unknown value. Next case. From the following data, if the age of husband and the age of wife from the two regression equations and calculate the husband's age when the wife's age is 16. See, in this question there are two parts. First part is in this question they are studying the details regarding the age of husband and age of wife from the two regression equations. So whatever the case may be, the first and the foremost thing is that you need to develop or identify two regression equations. Once you have developed or identified the equations, second part is you may be given any case just like this. See, calculate the husband's age when the wife age is 16. Such type of computation can be identified with the help of these two equations. Any one of the equation may be used, and then we will discuss that part in the computation level. Then this is a simple concept regarding a regression equation case. You have to develop two equations, and sometimes you may be asked to find some secondary question like this. This is a typical type of a regression case. So let us go to the details regarding the question. Age of the husband is given and wife's age is also given. A set of numbers is given, just like the case which we have discussed in case of a correlation. It's almost similar to the correlation method, but some sort of differences regarding the computation. That is a simple difference between correlation and regression. Just like a correlation case, you will be given two set of values regarding x, values of x as well as values of y. In this situation, husband's age is given and wife's age is also given. So, and no other information is given. So we can assume that the first details, that is the details of husband's age, let it be x. The next one, wife's age, let it be y. And whenever you get the details, first of all you substitute the same in the table, then you will get, your computation will be quite easy. So I have substituted these values in this table like x values and y values, and already took the total of x and y. I will discuss why we have already taken the total of x and y. Next is xy. I hope if you remember the equation which we have learned previously, in that equation you need xy. Xy means x into y. Multiplying these two columns you will get this third column. Again you need to take the total of that column. After that x square. I hope you know what is meant by x square. Means you need to take the squares of the values in the x table, x column. And once you found the values you need to take the total. After that finally y square. Y square means you are taking the square of all the values in the y and take the total. Remember, in the total value don't take the square of 300, then you will get the total of x square. Don't do like that. Just find the squares of all the values and take the sum in this column particularly, just like the y square also. So once you have found all these values, we have found these table columns because these columns are declared in the equations. That is why we have found these columns xy, x square and y square. So in the question you are also, in the question second part, you are also find the age of wife when husband's age is 40. Okay, in this question there are two subsidiary questions. One is husband's age when the wife's age is 16, and you need to find the wife's age when husband's age is 40. That is the secondary part. We will come to that part. So first of all, the main thing is you need to develop two equations. Let's take husband's age as x, wife's age as y, because here the first details is given regarding husband's age. So let us assume let it be x, and second part is wife's age, so let it be y. And we will begin with finding out the mean. So first of all, you need to find the mean of x and mean of y. We will come why we are doing all these steps. We will discuss that part just now. First of all, you need to find the mean of x. I hope you know how to find the mean of x. Mean of x means sigma x by n. This is why in the beginning I have already found the total of x as well as y. So mean of x means sigma x by n. Here sigma x is 300, 300 divided by 10. N means number of items. So 30. Likewise, mean of y is total of y divided by number of items. So 25. 30 and 25 is obtained. So first what is y on x? Y on x is used when y is unknown. See, in this question, calculate the husband's age when the wife's age is 16. Husband's age means we assume that husband's age is x. Wife's age is y. Calculate husband's age when the wife's age is 16 means calculate x when y is 16. So x is unknown. Wait. In the second part, see, also find the age of y when husband's age is x. Age of wife is y and age of husband is x. So x is given, y is unknown. So simple meaning is you need to create two equations in the same question. So let us do all these steps. First one, let us begin with y on x, because we have learned likewise y on x means we don't know y. Y is unknown and the value of x is known. We will use this set of equation during that case. So it will begin with y minus y mean equal to b by x into x minus x mean. See, here there are two means, y mean, x mean. For the finding these two values only, we have found the mean of x and mean of y. So we will begin with y on x, because here when this equation is, or this step is followed when y is unknown. In this question, there are two types of question, when y is unknown is there and x is unknown is there. So you need to find both the equations. So y on x is when y is unknown, equation is y minus y mean equal to b by x into x minus x mean. And in the previously I have mentioned that for finding out or for developing the equation from this setup, you need to find the value of b by x, and there is another equation for finding b by x. B by x equal to n sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by sigma x square minus sigma x whole square. See, there are number of totals. You have to take the total of all these, total of xy. See, xy. That is why I have taken the total of xy and also xy column. And another is sigma x. Sigma x is already given, so you just take the total, you will get sigma x. Sigma y, similarly in case of y also same situation. Another is sigma x square. See, in the equation there is another item, sigma x square. That is why x square column has been found out. And finally sigma x the whole square. You may think that in this case y square is not there, then y square column is created. In this equation you need to find out y on x as well as x on y. And while dealing with x on y situation, you will be needing y square. That is why y square column is found out. So just substitute these values. N is already given, n is 10, number of items is 10. 10 into sigma xy is 7623 minus sigma x into sigma y, sigma x into sigma y divided by n means 10. 10 into sigma x square is 9138 minus sigma x the whole square. Sigma x the whole square is 300. See, you have to be very cautious here. Sigma x square and sigma x the whole square, these two are extremely different items. Never consider both items as similar. So by using the basic mathematical step, you will get the value of b by x is 0.89. So once you found the value of b by x, just substitute the value of b by x, this one, in this equation, as well as the value of mean in this one. So by doing that, you will get y minus 25. See, y minus y mean. Y minus y mean is here 25. Y minus 25 equal b by x is already found 0.89. 0.89 into x, we don't know, minus x mean 30. So this is the equation which we are going to need. We can make some sort of alterations. Now we will get a new equation, y equal to 0.89x minus 1.7. So this is the first regression equation where y is unknown. So you will be using these equations or those situations where the value of y is unknown and you might be knowing the value of x. So let it be equation 1. See, let it be equation A or 1, depends. Once you develop the first equation, you have to go for the second equation. When x on y, and when x is unknown, situation is x minus mean equal to bxy into y minus mean. And for finding out the value of bxy, you need to use another equation, bxy equal to n sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by n sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. If you go through the computations in the previous case, you can see that the numerator is almost similar. The only change is the denominator. In case of x on y, where x is unknown, denominator is represented by y, and it is n sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. See, it is based on y columns. N sigma y square is sigma y square, here this one, and sigma y the whole square is this one. Remember, sigma y the whole square means you need to take the total value, that is 250, and you need to take the square of that one. You need to take the square, see, 250 square. So by using the basic mathematical step, again you will get the value of bxy as 0.75. Just like the steps which we have done in the case of y on x, substitute the same value in the equation, x minus mean equal to bxy into y minus y mean. So it will be x minus x mean. X mean is already 30 equal to bxy you already found 0.75 into y minus y we don't know, y minus 25. Y minus 25 means here y minus y mean is already found 25, and by making necessary changes, likewise known values are shifted to the right side of the equal sign and known values are shifted to the left side of the equal sign, then you will get x equal to 0.75 y plus 11.25. That will be second equation. And remember, just mention that unknown values are shifted to the left hand side, but remember you need to shift only the single variable. Here it is x is a single variable. Let this 0.75y remain in the right side. Likewise also here 0.89x, let it be in the right side. So on the basis of the values we have found the equation 1 as well as equation 2. So first part of the regression case is over. You need to develop two equations. One is y equal to this one. This equation is used for case when y is unknown, and this equation is used when the x is unknown. So two equations has been developed. And in the question there is a secondary part, calculate the husband's age when the wife's age is 16. So this is the most trickiest part. You need to find the value of husband's age when the wife's age is 16, and there are two equations. Which equation is going to be used? That is the important part. Which one is going to be used? Remember, this one is used when y is unknown, because we are going to find the value of y. This one is used when the value of x is unknown, that is, you are going to find the value of x. So in the first part it is said that calculate husband's age when the wife's age is 16. Calculate husband's age. So here the unknown value is husband's age. We assumed that husband's age is x. So x is unknown and wife's age is 16. So which equation is used to find the value of husband's age? Definitely this one. See, x is unknown. Here x is unknown, so you'll be using this equation for finding the value of husband's age. And this for finding this part, also find the age of wife. Here the age of wife is assumed that y. So this one is used to find the value of wife. Anyway, we had to use both the equations for finding the age of husband as well as age of wife. So let us deal with all this part. When the wife's age is y, wife's age is y because we already assumed wife age is y, is 16. When wife's age is 16, this one, when wife's age is 16, husband's age, otherwise known as x, is obtained by putting the same in the equation y equal to 16 in x on y. See, calculate husband's age when wife's age is 16. Here husband's age is x. So in this equation we will be using this equation and we will be substituting the value of 16 in this one. See, here the wife's age is 16. Wife's age is assumed as y. Y is 16. So we can use substitute the value of 16 in this equation. See here y, there is y. So x equal to 0.75y plus 11.25, which can be written as x equal to 0.75 into y. Here y means the wife's age because we are going to find the value of x. So 0.75 into 16 plus 11.25, you will get 23.25. So the age of husband when the wife's age is 16 is 23.25. So you got the first part of the secondary question. There is another part also. Also find the age of wife when husband's age is 40. Find the age of wife. Wife's age is assumed as y. Find y when husband's age, that is x, is 40. So here you need to find the value of y. So which equation is going to be used? See, this one. This equation is used when the y is unknown. So let's substitute the same. When the husband's age is 40, wife's age is obtained by putting the value of 40 in equation y on x. This one. So it can be written as y equal to 0.89 x minus 1.7. 1.7 equal y equal to 0.89 into x. Here the value of x is 40. So 0.89 into 40 minus 1.7, you will get 33.9. That is the age of the wife when husband's age is 40. See, this is how you have to deal with a regression situation. You will be given two sets of data regarding x and y. You need to develop the equation y on x as well as x on y. And once you develop the equations, you need to find the secondary part, that depends upon the question. Sometimes this part will be given, sometimes it may not be. If this part is given, you have to find the values depending upon the nature of the question. If these type of questions is not given, you need to find only these two equations. That is the concept of regression. And remember, it doesn't mean that in all the cases you need to find y on x and x on y. That depends upon the nature of the question. Sometimes you need to find only the value of y. In that case, only this equation is required. You don't have to prepare this one. So you have to go through the question very wisely to make sure which one have to be found out or which one has to be neglected. If you have any doubts regarding the computation part, means which part has to be computed, which equation has to be developed, if you have any confusion, just identify and find out all these steps. So just go through it, familiarize these cases. We will be discussing the cases on adjustments and other application questions that comes under the same category in the next section.